Hello and welcome to another Fleet Ops audio commentary brought to you by ClinSat. Today we've got an exciting 3v3 on Broken Borders. Should be a good game. To introduce the bottom team, we start out with Old Time Pro as the Purple Borg. Old Time has really been making a name for himself, doing a lot of 1v1s and really taking Borg play to a different level. Next player on the bottom team is Sergeant Cortez. He is a green Klingon. Cortez is a really good Klingon player. Made it quite far in the last tournament that we had. Really good at countering some of the more difficult Romulan attacks versus Klingons. We'll see how he does today. And the last player on the bottom team is Shute. He is the blue Borg, and it looks like he is optimized. Checking up on the top team, we start off with Dur, Red Dominion. He's starting out pretty basic, got his mining going and a yard. We'll see if he decides to stay low tech or goes into the high tech. He is the Breen avatar. It's like we're seeing some bombers, so should be pretty fun. Great counter against Klingons and does a great job versus the Borg. Next player on the top team is 23 Down. He's one of our newer players on the scene, picking up the Fed and doing a pretty good job with it. He is going pretty standard engineering and mining colony, so we'll see what he does as he gets a chance to get set up. The last player on the top team is Dragonfire. We've seen a couple of replays of Dragonfire. Does a really good job, plays Federation and Klingon very well. And he looks like he started out with a little bit of engineering, chassis level 1, and mining. So pretty standard on this side as well. So now that we've introduced everyone, let's take a look and see if we can't pick up a couple avatars that I missed. It looks like Old Time Pro is Optimize, and Cortez is Martok. 23 Down, we'll know in just a second. Here are a couple little blasts from some scouts. Looks like we've got a little bit of damage over on this side. Not much, just enough to let them know that, hey, I am still around. So 23 Down is Risner. And looks like Dragonfire is Mason. So not much going on at the moment, just waiting for everyone to get set up. Still got bombers going on here. They are Breen bombers, so should do a little extra damage. They're going to do a pretty good job against the Klingons. They have a little bonus against that short range. And we do see the Cortez is pulling out some cohorts, so they will do a good job of taking on those cohorts, assuming he gets enough numbers. Still hearing a little ping ping from the scout. Just letting him know that he is watching. And otherwise, we do see Scubes coming up on the bottom. It's like Shude's going full economy here. What that's going to do is that's going to let him get the spheres pretty quick. He's going to have lots of money. Shouldn't have any problem being able to churn out a sphere. It's probably his first combat ship. And that may not be too bad when he's against bombers and with his allies going with several early ships. On the Fed side, at the top, we do see strong Intrepids, Starfleet Science going up, so should see Tricobalt pretty soon. We see full Intrepids on the Dragonfire's part, and Dominion, we see full mining operations going up. So we got bombers going out of 1 yard. and we do have supply mining going up. Now, this is kind of interesting. I'm not sure that bombers out of 1 yard is really going to turn out enough numbers for him to do anything offensive. He might be able to hold off and defend for a while, but I think he's going to need to do at least 2 yards to be able to get enough to put the fear into a Borg or Klingon player. But we'll see what happens. Do you see that we have a node up there? A little transporting. Looks like I'm trying to refill up one of the Borg scouts. It's not a bad deal. Doesn't have to take it back to the starbase. This cube has plenty of crew. We see a probe coming up here. Should have a little battle. We got it. Dragonfire's all over this. Has some phaser turrets set up. He's got his Intrepid there. Should be able to cycle that, but it looks like he may lose a miner. Let's see. See how that works. Looking at the minimap, I don't see any help headed his way. Probably doesn't need it. He's still got Intrepids coming out pretty strong. He may lose a miner or two, but I think he's going to be okay. A little bit of miss micro here, having the probe right there under that phaser fire. That phaser turret doing a good job of pulling off some of that crew or some of that health. But it does do a good job in delaying that expansion. You see another Scube and probe looking to take out. Looks like they just took out a Fed scout. That's going to help them. Top team does not have any cloaking, at least till they get Breen cruisers, so they are not going to know exactly where these Borg ships are going to come from. Bottom team does have 1 Klingon player, so they should have scouts out keeping tabs of some of these larger fleets that we should see later in the game. It's kind of a neat trick. We've got a probe right up here and regenerating, still close to combat. Scube ought to be close to him. It's not a bad deal. And over here on this side, looks like we've got a couple of Intrepids who are going to see these. They're going to see these Borg ships here. And he's kind of leading those Intrepids. Looks like that probe may lead them back straight into these Klingon ships. They may be able to get a kill. Intrepid has 80 AI, so it's going to take a little bit less damage from these medium range ships, but the short range Covort and Scube may be enough to take it out. We'll see if we can get the subsystem. Oh, engine's out, and there it goes. Good work on the bottom team. A little early aggression. See a scout war down here, scout on scout, taking that out, and just a little bit of lag here. Hopefully it's not affecting the players too much. Still got some combat up top. And as you can see, while this battle is going on here, while they're pretty much running around without too much concern, we do have a little tap on the back from Old Time Pro, and this is what I'm talking about with these great Borg tactics that he's got. He's really good at splitting his fleet. And now they're hitting both players, a couple different spots. On the mini-map down here, you can see that Old Time Pro's got some more of his Borg ships coming up just to maybe hit that Tritanium mining, maybe hit that expansion. Just enough to give him some time to get working on some Dodes, maybe in a sphere later on. And here we see the second yard for the bombers. So Dur is going to turn out there. And look, Breen cruisers. Awesome. So we were talking earlier about not having cloaking. Well, it looks like they are probably going to have some cloak. Good scouting and great at deterring Borg. That is for sure. Klingons running at the bottom. Little Intrepid versus Skew. Looks like they did get a probe here. And yeah, I think he's got enough Intrepids now that he's going to be able to push this stuff back pretty good. Yeah. But Old Time Pro is able to, I think he's going to get another miner here, so it's not a bad deal. And if you count the number of miners, you only got 2 there, so he did get a kill or 2 in there. Starfleet Science going up, so we may see Warpins or Tricobalts. Here, a Warpin coming out somewhere. Looks like it's headed over here. That's going to be enough to deter the Klingons, I think. Get up here. And I really like this. I'm not sure if he can get this cube out or not, but it's making these Intrepids sit in the back. They're not attacking. It gives the board players some time. And look, I think he's going to get another one of these miners. Right-hand side of the map doesn't appear to be too much going on. Just a little build-up on both sides. I think this cube needs to get out of here. He's got a couple of buddies in the bottom. Still no second yard, so I think he's doing a good job of keeping him down a little bit. You have a little combat in the bottom. Intrepids coming out to try to stop this Tritanium mining going up, but they are going to meet a little Klingon wall of ships here. Cortez is all over that. Really moving in there, and I'm not sure that he can get any of these. He might be able to get one of these Intrepids out, but definitely going to lose 2 there. So a lot of early raiding going on. Well, Speedy Intrepid, I think he's going to get away. We'll see if he gets a subsystem hit here. He's looking pretty good on subsystems, so I think he's going to be okay. We do have a Warpin moving in there. And folks, this could be this could be really interesting. I think that Cortez could take that Warpin if he wanted to. Looks like he chose not to. A little scout war going on, and we see a Dode. Looks like a regen intercept. And I was expecting to see a sphere, but no, we see 3 Dodes. 3 Dodes from Shooty. Looks like they are all regen intercept. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Should do a great job against the Intrepids. Now they're going to be a little bit, they're going to be able to regenerate the damage they take pretty fast, but a common technique now is to do at least 1 or 2 relay Dodes. That way, once they take some damage, they get strong hull, and once they take some damage, you just plop one of those suckers down here, and it takes a lot of work to get rid of them. These Dodes are long range, and they will counter the bombers as well. So not a bad move. Intrepid going down. Badge needs to try to get out of there. I think he's gonna make it. Here another warp in, and not a bad draw again. Ambassador